Hi. How are you? How was your week? It was very cold this week, but I still got a chance to walk. I still got a chance to come to school. I still got a chance to do the things that I really didn't get to do last week because we had a week off. Kind of hard for me when we have a week off because I like my routine, my schedule. But this week, I'm back to my routine, and I like that. The other day, Kenny was watching a video, and he sent it to me. This is a woman, Lori Conway, and she was talking about something she called long grief. And she made a lot of sense to me. So I looked it up. I looked up long grief in Google, and it says prolonged grief is what they're calling it. Prolonged grief is a grief that continues to be intense and pervasive, disrupting everyday life for longer than a year. It happens to about 10 to 20% of bereaved people, and it differs on who died and when and how. Basically, what she was saying was some people, when they have a loss, maybe they can show that they're happy a little earlier than other people. Some people, it takes longer. When I looked it up, before I found that part that I just read, when I looked it up, they basically said that it was considered a mental illness if you grieve longer than a certain amount of time. And that made me angry. I was going to do the video based on how to handle long grieving. Instead, I'm going to say this. I know for me, there are times when I'm having a good day, and there are times when I'm out of sorts, when the world feels like it's tilted, like it's not spinning the right way. It's been over 2 years, and I do not need to not have grief again. I need to miss my daughter. I need to talk about her. I need to keep her in my life. I made a deal. 34 years ago, I made a deal. I would have this baby, and I would take care of her and keep her safe. And I did pretty good. We both did pretty good, Kenny and me, for a long time. And then something happened that no one had control over. Couldn't have fixed it. Couldn't know that it was going to happen. There was no reason for it. That's what they told me. Prolonged grief is just another name for what we all feel, or what some of us feel. We all feel differently. It's just a way of categorizing something that should not be categorized. You've lost somebody, you grieve the way you grieve, and you don't let anybody else tell you you're wrong. However, there are things that you can do. And in the Bible, there's Bible verses. Psalm 34, verse 18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those whose spirits have been crushed, like us. Matthew 5, verse 4. Those who are sad now are happy. God will comfort them. And my favorite, Ecclesiastes 3, verse 4. There is a time to cry. There's also a time to laugh. There's a time to be sad and also time to dance. God, Jesus is saying, listen, you feel what you feel, but please know that in the end, you are not alone. In the end, you are with God, and he will help. Whether he sends somebody to your house, whether he makes sure that you and your family are close, he's going to be right there with us. And he is for me. The Bible says about grieving too long. In our Christian walk, it's essential for us to acknowledge the weight of our sorrow. Grieving is a healthy, emotional response deeply rooted in our humanity, and the Bible encourages us to process our emotions fully, recognizing grief as a part of our journey. God says it's okay. However you grieve, however long you grieve, it's okay. You don't have to call it a mental illness. It's not a mental illness. It's mental. It's emotional. But it's not an illness. It's a natural way to handle an emotion that you didn't think you were going to have to handle this well. It's not an illness. All right, I'm just going to do one more thing that I'm going to read. To understand it, you have to know that grief is a natural response to loss, and it does not have a time limit. It doesn't go away completely, but we change our relationship with it. And losing a loved one is one of the most stressful experiences we will ever have. It's a normal response to an abnormal thing that happens in your life. If something happens, and I don't want this to happen to you, but if something happens and you lose someone, you just remember, God is right there with us. And God says, you feel the way you feel, and I'm okay with that, and I'm going to help you through it. However you feel, whether it's sadness or anger, whether it's fear or comfort, anxiety, love, you feel it. That makes it right. You feel what you feel, and that's okay. When bad things happen, you're going to have a reaction to it. And that's all right. Just know that whatever pain that we are going through, at some point there will be something that maybe alleviates it for a minute, or 10 minutes, or a day. And then you start again, and you keep going. God's going to be there for us and send a person or a video, a book that someone sends in the mail, a puppy that you can pet, a cardinal that makes you remember, and the deer that go by the side of the road and don't even run away anymore. Yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to be painful. And it's going to last for as long as it lasts. But we are not alone. We got to have somebody with us. I found a song from a long time ago, like when I was a kid. Fire and Rain. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. I walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend, but I always thought that I'd see you again. Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You got to help me make a stand. You guys got to see me through another day. My body's aching. My time is at hand and I won't make it any other way. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend, but I always thought that I'd see you again. This was written by someone who lost a friend. You're going to have sunny days and you're going to have rainy days. You're going to have fire and you're going to have rain. You're also going to have a friend, a church, something that you can watch on TV, something you can watch on a video, a book that you can read. Whatever works for you will be sent to you. I truly believe that, because there are days when I'm really losing it, and then the next day I'm a little bit better. And God sent me the path that I can walk, the prayers that I pray every day, and the people, always the people. I am here for you. You can call me, just like others are here for me. And do not let anyone tell you that you are grieving wrong, or too long, or too strong. You tell them I'm dealing with it my own way. I got this. And if you think it's a little too hard, then you find somebody, a therapist, a doctor, a friend. Me. I love you a lot. I miss you a lot. But we will be together soon. You have a good week. Take care.